death.
Now, let's get this show on the road!
The streets of Tazavesh stretch out before us like a glittering nightmare. Neon signs flicker over alleyways filled with chaos, traders, and things that used to be sentient, but now glow with their mix of tech and magic gone wrong. I grip my axes, shoulders coiled. The group assembles behind me, a healer muttering prayers faster than I can swing. A rogue already twitching toward the nearest shiny thing. A mage analyzing the lighting effects like this is some sort of past challenge. And a tank who looks at me and nods. Listen up, I growl. This place is a maze. The mobs are vicious. And I don't care if anyone's having fun. We clear fast. We clear clean. Or we clear dead. We step into the first corridor. Trash everywhere. Nimble enforcers. Rogue automatons and security. Drones with questionable AI. They rush us, assuming we're slow. They are wrong. I charge. Whirlwind clears 3 at once. Bloodthirst heals me for the effort. And Rampage keeps my fury ticking like a bomb. The rogue is screaming about over aggro. The mage is still analyzing. And the healer mutters something about cooldowns. I ignore them. This is how you do it. I roar, spinning through the last wave and leaving the street littered with sparks, smoke, and bodies. Ahead, the first boss waits in a cluttered plaza of broken neon and shattered glass. Zo'phex, the Gear-Snatcher, a mad goblin tinkerer who's more trapped than flesh. Targets are visible. I mutter, gripping my axes. Let's ruin his day. Zo'phex starts the fight by detonating magnetic mines, sending everyone flying. I leap through the chaos, charge slamming into his mechanical minions. Whirlwind clearing ads before they can reach the healer. He spins, calling down rocket barrage, and I simply walk through it. Enraged regeneration soaking the damage. Interrupt, image yells. I pummel just in time as Zo'phex powers his gear slam, sending a steel fist across the plaza. One swing, Rampage, 2 swings, and he's down. Loot rains, the streets tremble, trash floods again. Faster this time, we dodge, weave, and crush through the alleyways. Every corner a potential ambush. But it's exactly the kind of chaos a Fury Warrior lives for. Then, the next sign glows in gold letters. Venza Goldfuse, a profiteering goblin with more gadgets than sense. She doesn't wait. She zips round, laying traps, calling mechanical, pets, and demanding our compliance in the most theatrical way possible. I grin. Compliance isn't in my skill tree. I charge, whirlwind splitting her minions. Bloodthirst healing the inevitable explosions. Every time she blinks, I follow. Every gadget she deploys explodes in her own face because I refuse to die politely. One perfectly timed rampage later, and Venza screams in disbelief as her money and ego scatter into the streets. Loot again. The mage is exhausted. The rogue is pocketing gears. The healer is just holding on. Me, I'm just getting started. Ahead looms the next challenge. P.O.S.T. Master, a hulking, postal-themed construct who believes delivering pain is a full-time job. The plaza ahead groans under the weight of P.O.S.T. Master, a hulking, postal-themed mech with a single mission: deliver death on time. Its metal fists glint. Scanners sweep the street, and packages explode like ticking grenades. The tank steps forward. I just grin. I'll take the express lane. I charge, axes spinning. Whirlwind tears through incoming drones, while Bloodthirst keeps my health stable. Against explosive deliveries, the healer yells, "Move out of the blast radius." I laugh, slicing through the next wave of exploding parcels midair. P.O.S.T. Master slams down, sending the floor shaking like it's auditioning for an earthquake simulator. I leap, hit Rampage, and cleave its legs before it can reset. The rogue tries a sneak attack. The image counter spells the Master's energy surge. Chaos everywhere, perfect at phase 2. Their mech deploys postal swarm, releasing hundreds of tiny drones to harass us. I leap into them, whirlwind, rampage, bloodbath. They shred it before they even realize I'm there. The tank calls out. A chain attack. I land a pommel right as the mech tries its express delivery ultimate. Sparks fly, steel bends, and in one final execute, it topples, wheels spinning uselessly, loot rains again. I grin at the remaining enemies in the streets. Next, trash follows Nero as we follow neon-lit streets into a bazaar of broken glass. And holographic signs, enforcers, rogue automatons, and magical street performers with murder in their hearts rush us. I carve through them like a blade through. Silk, bloodthirst, rampage, whirlwind, repeat. The healer is shouting cooldowns. The mage is yelling about Phred. The rogue is still looting Dart, and then we reach Zo'gron, the Chaos Warlord whose holographic banners line the street. He's massive, blades glowing, smirking like he invented pain. He doesn't waste time. Slam, shockwave, and holographic duplicates spawn across the plaza. I leap between them, charge into one, rampage on the other, whirlwind through a group of duplicates. The mud freezes one in time for me to cleave it. The roll pockets a drop blade. The healer barely keeps everyone alive. Stack for that. Ayo, shouts the tank. I just roar and spin in place. Damage so high the duplicates explode mid-air. Leaving Zo'gron alone that final phase, he powers Chaos Implosion, threatening to wipe the street. I time Enraged Regeneration perfectly, leap into the blast, and cut him down piece by piece. One final rampage into execute, and the warlord crumples, loot drops. The streets fall silent for a heartbeat. Then, the neon signs flicker, and a deep hum fills the air dot ahead. The ultimate challenge, the mastermind of the streets of wonder. So as me. The streets narrow into a glittering labyrinth of neon signs, conveyor belts, and carnival lights gone feral. Every corner is alive. Vendors who used to sell trinkets now shoot magic missiles. Street performers spin flaming hoops of death. And rogue automatons zip around with malicious glee. Keep your eyes open. The tank shouts, so as me isn't far. I grin, gripping my axes. Eyes are wide, teeth are sharper. Trash mobs funnel toward us in waves. I hit whirlwind, spinning through a swarm of enforcers while bloodthirst heals the inevitable. Explosions. The rogue lunges at an exploding vendor bot. The mage freezes a conveyor belt mid-spin to prevent a wall of boxes from crushing us. The healer mutters prayers like a mad drummer, trying to keep everyone alive. Every pull is a test of stamina and patience. My rage bar fills with the chaos, and I feed on it. Each swing is precise, each roar a statement. We are fury incarnate, and we do not yield that finally we reach a central plaza, glowing in gold and violet light. Holograms twist around massive machinery, wires dangling like vines. At the center floats So as me, the broker of the streets of wonder. Grinning with the smug arrogance only a goblin with infinite resources can muster. Welcome. So as me purrs, I hope you brought more than rage. I grin, spinning my axes. I brought enough for both of us. The fight begins instantly, so as me summons proxy bots. Holographic duplicates that attack independently and robo-security drones. Zipping around like manic hummingbirds of death. I leap into the fray, rampage, and whirlwind shredding one group after another. Every global is perfect. Every strike fuels the next. The mid freezes one bot. The roll pockets some high-value loot mid-fight. The healer is just barely keeping US from becoming street meat. I don't care. I love this chaos dot at 70%. So, as me powers up Gilded Barrage, a massive city block clearing attack. I Enraged Regeneration, leap through the blast, and bloodthirst heals every hit. The tank calls for crowd control. I ignore it. Rampage, execute, rampage. Two proxy bots on nothing. One swings at me, I spin, axes slicing like lightning, 50%. The clones split into holographic chaos. Platforms rise, the plaza shifts. And so Esme disappears in a flash of gold. I leap from one moving platform to another, chasing the elusive boss, axes spinning, rage overflowing. The healer barely manages to keep us topped. The rogue is hanging on by a thread, and the mud keeps passing damage point to 0%, so Esme manifests above a central void of neon energy, channeling ultimate profit protocol, an AO designed to melt anyone. Standing still, I charge, axes roaring, landing perfectly timed pummels to interrupt casts. Rampage to shred minions, execute on Esme when she falters, 10%, and it's just me, the tank, and the remnants of our party. Everything else is smoke and sparks. I roar, leaping onto our final platform. Every cooldown is gone. Every swing a last statement. Avatar, recklessness, berserker rage, rampage, execute. She collapses in a shower of gold dust and sparks. The neon streets quiet. The holograms flicker and die. Loot rains down. Glittering across the plaza, I plant my axes in the ground, chest, even, surveying the battlefield. The group is battered but alive. The healer groans. The rogue is pocketing coins from thin air. The mage looks like they've aged 10 years. And me, I just grin. She asks if fury matters. I mutter, wiping. Soot and sparks from my axes. It does. The streets are quiet now. Neon signs flicker weakly. Machinery hums its final notes. And the holograms that once danced across the plaza lie dormant. We stand amid the wreckage of Tazavesh, battered, bloodied, and victorious. The loot chest glows. At the center, piles of gold, gear, and magical oddities scatter like trophies. The rogue dives in first, already swiping gear before anyone can object. The mage examines every trinket like it's a rare artifact. The healer slumps against a wall, muttering about how close we came to death. Again, I plant my axes in the ground, letting the fury drain from my arms into the streets. We came, we saw, we crushed. Streets of wonder, more like streets of wreckage. The group laughs. Though it's hollow, everyone knows what we just survived. Tazavesh isn't. A dungeon, it's a test. It's chaos wrapped in glitter. A carnival that tries to chew you up and spit you out. But we survived. I glance at the darkening skyline of the bazaar, the distant hum of neon and magic fading into quiet. And I know one thing. I say, voice, low but steady, fury matters. Always, the rogue pockets one last glowing trinket. The image sighs. The healer groans. I just step over the rubble, axes resting on my shoulders, boots echoing on broken glass outside. The streets of Tazavesh stretch into the night, quiet for now, but I know they'll wake again. They always do, and when they do, I'll be ready for now, though. We leave the streets of wonder behind. We leave the chaos, the traps, the bosses, and the fury, but a part of it, a little part, it stays with me, burning, waiting, hungry. Because a fury warrior never really stops.